Good morning, good afternoon, good day, wherever you're joining us from. I'm Charlene. And man, the bulls this morning, they are already telling secrets, which is really exciting and it makes sense. Today we're connecting with Archangel Raziel. He's the angel of secrets. So no wonder. I'm like, oh, this is really trippy. Well, it's always a joy to be with you today and every day that we have a chance to come together. Tell me where you're joining us from. If you're in the chat here on Insight Timer, drop it in the chat. I already see Esther. Hello from England with all of your pink hearts. Hi, Esther. It's so nice to see you, my friend. I hope you are doing well. If you're on YouTube, drop it in the chat as well, too. We always love to say hello. Oh, gosh, Jeremy, look at this. Yes. Maria, good morning. Namaste to you as well, my friend. Tom, hello, brother. Deep bows from the mountains of New Mexico. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Tom. Hi, Violet108. Violet from New York. You're going to love this. My mama just rescued a little new kitten. She was actually in a flower pot right around the time the hurricane came through here in Florida. And so she came home with us when she was about 4 weeks old, and she's living with my mom now. I know, look at all these hearts. You guys love this. I know, my mom's amazing. She's an angel, and who doesn't love a kitten? And her name is Violet Maeve. So she goes, right now she's Mavie Baby, but Violet Maeve. She has her own theme song. So it made me think of you. I was like, I'm so glad to see you this morning. I had to tell you. Geraldine, good morning. Hello from Western Australia. Oh, down under. So grateful for you and your bowls and the magic music. I'm grateful for you as well, my friend. I'm glad you're here. It's nice to see you. Hey, Victoria, blessings from Switzerland, where you're visiting and caregiving your daughter. Well, we send you all of our thoughts and prayers in the direction of you and your precious daughter. I'm all the way from Olympia, Washington. Yeah, a little skip over a big pond and a big blade of grass. That's awesome. I hope the trip goes well. Audrey, good morning. Oh, love your events. Thank you. That's very kind. I'm glad to be here with you, and I'm sending you my love to Savannah, Georgia. We just sent some folks who are staying with us off, and they're headed to Savannah, Georgia right now. So there you go. Lots of literal good energy coming your way today. Kristen, good morning from Miami. Hello. Florida represents. City, hi. Rich rising to you and to everyone, and peace as well. City always joins us, not always, but she joins us from Philadelphia. Becky from Spokane, Washington. Beautiful state. I bet right now is a really pretty time of year where you are, Becky. Laura, hi from London. Good to see you, my friend. I love all your sunflowers. Always brings a smile. Violet, yeah, it is sweet, isn't it? Such a great name. Janice, good morning from southeastern Ontario. All of our Canadian friends, too. Good morning, good morning. Violet, you said you have a new puppy named Onyx. Aw, puppy kisses are the best kisses. Cherry Berry, hello from Amsterdam. I'm so glad you're here, my friend. Nice to see you. Jane with a Y, good morning from Northern California. Yay! Yes, and happy fall equinox. We are coming up on that right away. In fact, we are, because we will not be doing a live stream, unfortunately, for the fall equinox, we went ahead and we actually made fall equinox music just for you. So while I can't send you to that link here, just if you want to listen to some fall equinox as mirrored and reflected through the bowls, you can always go to our YouTube page as well, because there is a track that's up. It's actually up right now. Jeremy has it up and ready to go. So if you really want to start vibing with the autumn equinox, picking up the fall vibes, or if you want to wait until the day of, if you're a purist, wait until this Saturday, September 23rd, totally fine. There's about 10 minutes of really lovely meditation music connected to that autumn equinox, the temperature and the sonic resonance of the air. So we put that up. I hope you enjoy it. Deborah, ciao from Italia. Good to see you. I'm so glad you're joining us today from Italy. Yes, Jane, you're ready ready for fall. I think many of us are ready for some sort of shift. We are coming into a big shift right now. Stephanie, you've already listened to the fall equinox several times. That's awesome. It's lovely. Oh, good. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, it was really fun being able to listen to the sounds of the autumn as it was approaching. We recorded it last week. I was trying to get it as close to the equinox as we could and still be able to record it and get it up into your hands. So if this is is your first time here, welcome. I'm so glad you're joining us. Let me tell you a little bit about what's in front of you and what to expect. I find that whenever we are grounded in knowledge, the experience can be much deeper. So, in front of you are 19 chromatically tuned quartz crystal singing bowls. Some are white, some are black. And when I say chromatically tuned, I simply mean basically all the black and white keys on a piano note for an octave. And we have some notes above and below that as well, just to really round out the sound. And these bowls, because they're made out of quartz, they're highly conductive of energy, of electricity. And you, my good friend, are walking batteries. Which means that your vibration fills the air, it fills the space. Literally, when you walk into a room, you pick up the vibe of the room. And that's exactly what we do here with the bowls. The bowls begin to resonate with the vibes that are not only coming at them here, connecting to all of our friends, which is one of the reasons we go through and say hello, good morning. But we also, the bowls also pick up the vibes of the air. So whatever's going on in the air will directly influence how the bowls show up, how they sound on every day. No two sessions are ever alike. And today we're in a middle of a series I'm really excited about. It's a little bit different than how we even normally progress here. Today we're going to be looking at and bringing in the resonance and the frequencies of Archangel Raziel. And in doing so, we'll start with some general information about Raziel, and then we'll go into a centering, a clearing, grounding to really set your space. So the archangels, any of the beings without bodies that we know and can connect to, have a totally different vibration and frequency than us. For the archangels, because the frequency is so much higher, we have to prepare our bodies to be able to assimilate. And now we'll just be taking a reflection of a snapshot of sorts of Archangel Raziel and bringing it down into an octave that we can hear, that we can assimilate, and that we can feel. But it's still all directly connected. It's just part of the harmonic series of life that's around us at all times. And you'll know whenever those frequencies begin. So, Raziel is really interesting angel as I've been listening, doing some research, and really just feeling into it. So Raziel is connected to the angel of mysteries. His name actually means the secrets of God. He's often depicted in artwork in a lot of different ways, but it always is talking about bringing light into darkness. He's that aspect of illumination, of helping us uncover some of these mysteries, these secrets. And it's that idea of lifting, illuminating us out of the confusion of darkness into understanding more, connecting more, appreciating more the divine essence. So he really is mentioned mostly in Jewish or rabbinic Kabbalah circles. Sorry, I'm listening to the bowls. They're really interesting right now. In fact, in Jewish mysticism, it believes that he reveals the divine wisdom that the Torah contains. Pretty good guy to have around. People sometimes ask for his help to help hear messages from the divine even more clearly, to gain greater insight or knowledge, deeper spiritual insights, just understanding much more esoteric information. A lot of times people will connect with Raziel as they're pursuing even more of the more esoteric arts, clairvoyance, alchemy of sorts, even divine magic. And, it just depends on how and what resonate. But anytime you need revelation of secrets, Raziel is the one to connect to. I thought this was really interesting. He's actually credited in rabbinic lore of writing a book called the Sefer Raziel HaMalach, which basically means the book of Raziel the angel. And he delivered that book directly from God, and he gave it to Adam and Eve in the garden, and there was this whole big situation where the book was taken, and then some angel from the depths of the water had to come back and give it back to Adam, and it was quite the hubbubaloo. And then the book, it wound up going from Adam. It went to Enoch, who then became the Archangel Metatron. Then the book was passed on to Noah. And then finally into the hands of King Solomon. So it has this really interesting lineage of divine illumination. And if you look at from a historical perspective, the idea of the essence of the creation of man, the origin of the divine and man's connection, all the way into the magic with King Solomon, the mysticism, the brilliance, and implementing that divine knowledge into everyday life. And because of that, Raziel is the patron saint of lawyers, those who write laws, people who elected to government representatives, and even those who enforce laws, like police officers and judges. Anyone who holds the truth of secrets is connected to Raziel. I thought that was all very interesting. So whether you take that as the gospel truth or as fascinating insight into how we got to where we are today, it matters not. Each on our own journey and our own path. So let's begin. Oh, good morning, Monica. Good morning. I see you in the chat now. Hi, Esther. Hi. Yes, Monica. Oh, I'm so glad you were able to stop by and connect. Stephanie, you said you just woke up. You're ready for this. I love it. Look at all your autumn vibes. Oh, I'm feeling very autumny now. So great. So great. Yes, Esther, I agree. I love it when Monica is here as well. What a beautiful soul. So many beautiful souls in this community. So let's go ahead and just begin to make our way. We're moving out of the mind. Let's see if we can't go ahead and get grounded into the space, grounded into our bodies. Find a comfortable position for you, whether it's seated or if it's lying down. I have a little hair right on my lip. That's always exciting. There we go. Thank you for your patience. Done and done. So if you want to go ahead and just get comfortable, whatever that looks like for you. Today, if you'd like for this to be an active meditation, you may want to stay in a comfortable seated position where you can keep your spine erect. That'll allow for an easier flow of energy throughout your body and your primary upper torso and all of your main energy centers, your chakras. And we will do a chakra balancing at the end. If you'd like to lay down and just literally fall into the sounds, that's fine too. Create your own practice today and always. So finding your comfortable position, just begin to witness your breath. Bringing your attention now to the point of your heart, witnessing your breath as you focus on your heart. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in. Holding that breath and relaxing your heart. Holding that breath, relaxing the heart, and then gently exhaling. Allowing the breath to remain out, maintaining emptiness. Relaxing the body as you hold that place of stillness. Relaxing the body. Then inhaling, bringing more life back into the lungs. Relaxing the heart as you inhale, holding that breath in. Relaxing. Feeling the sensation. Relaxing and exhaling, relaxing the heart, holding that breath out, relaxing. And inhaling, breathing in, relaxing. Holding that breath in. Continue to hold, relaxing. Relaxing the heart. Relaxing the body. And when you're ready, gently exhale. If you have a grounding practice, I invite you to begin that now. If not, I invite you to think, imagine, or feel a golden cord of light originating at the base of your spine, descending all the way down through the floor into the ground, landing in the very center core of the earth at a place that feels good to you. And whenever you get to that core of the earth, when you arrive there, seeing that golden cord of light just wrap, dissolve, solidify into that very core of our planet. This grounding cord will serve as a release point, a gateway of sorts, for any energy that you're ready to let go of that's currently in your physical or energy bodies. You may begin to feel this energy shifting down that grounding cord. You can always come back to it anytime during this practice. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, relaxing the heart. And exhaling. I invite you now to witness your space, any place it feels tight, heavy, weighed down. Just self-assess and see what you're ready to let go of. And let's take the next few minutes and release all that no longer serves. Attention to the area around your navel center, your belly button. This is our second energy center. Witness what's going on in your space right now. For many of you, there's a lot of heaviness, there's confusion, there's a lot of stuckness or not as much flow as there could be. I invite you just to begin to bring your attention to this central part of your body and either see what's happening or just feel. Let it go. Anything you're ready to release, allow to ground out. To shift your attention from your second energy center up to your sixth, your third eye, in the center part of your head. Some may feel your attention moving towards the base or the bottom part of your brain in the back of your head. Some may have your attention focused directly in the center part of your third eye, between your two physical eyes. Gently allow any energy that's not flowing easily to just dissolve, to float, to descend down that grounding cord, recycling it back for greater, more efficient usage. Allow your attention to relax, and let's begin to fall into the frequencies of Archangel Raziel. relaxing the heart, relaxing the body. And then gently exhale. Take another deep breath in, holding that breath in, relaxing the heart, bringing a gentleness back into your physical body. And exhale. One last. Inhale in, holding that breath in, relaxing the heart, relaxing the body, and gently letting it go. Bring our intention now to our first energy center at the base of our spine. Right above the area of your perineum and the hip bowl. I invite you to think, imagine, or feel a color that feels good for you today to bring in. Some may enjoy bringing in the color red. Connecting deeply, visualizing those hues of red as rays of light beginning to enter this area of the first chakra, the Muladhara chakra. Intensifying and strengthening whatever color you're bringing in. Feeling that vibration enter your space. For some, it might feel good to bring in an additional color. Gold could be a beautiful second color to bring in. Gold has a rebalancing and revitalizing aspect to its energy. But find your colors that are right for you today and immerse yourself and your first chakra in those colors. Imagining yourself breathing in, taking the oxygen into this first energy center, breathing deeply, allowing that life force, that prana, that vitality to enter into this energy center and expand. Feeling grounded and rooted into your physical body in this present time, this moment. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in. Exhaling. And as you do, allow your attention now to drift upwards, back to the second chakra, the Svadhisthana chakra. Right behind your navel, your belly button area. Find a color that feels good to you today to bring in. You may want to try orange. Find your shade of orange. Seeing that orange color begin to enliven, entering this whole area, expanding throughout your mid and lower torso. identifying whatever color this is that you've chosen today. If you've chosen orange, make it a more intense orange. See if you can't tweak the color a little bit more to bring in a slightly deeper, higher, more intense frequency. If your second chakra is still feeling a little sluggish or stuck, you can also bring in gold. Gold will help alleviate that lack of flow. The gold feels good, doesn't it? Beautiful. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath and relaxing the heart. And exhaling. Shifting your focus now upward to your third energy center, your Manipura chakra. The place we often refer to as that fire in our belly. Right at your solar plexus. Think, imagine, or feel a color that's right for you today to usher into this space, this sacred, fiery area. For some, yellow may intensify this area in just the right way. Find your power color for the day. Breathing in your brilliant color, inviting it to intensify, to shift, to change in some way that's to your betterment. Inviting in a golden hue to further ignite that fire in your belly. Taking a deep inhale in, holding that breath in, relaxing the heart, relaxing the body. And let it go, shifting your attention now to the point of your heart. Imagine or feel a color that will bring joy to your heart today. Or perhaps bring in the most beautiful shade of green you can imagine. Breathing deeply into this green, allowing it to expand across your chest, down and out your arms. Solidifying, strengthening this joyful exuberance for life. Bringing in a golden ray of light directly into the center point of your heart, allowing that golden ray to expand, to entwine and tangle and dance with the green color or whatever color you've selected to bring into your heart today. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, relaxing the heart and relaxing the body. And exhale, allowing your attention now to shift into the area of your throat. Your fifth energy center, the Vishuddha chakra. Inviting in a color that maximizes your truth, your ability to express yourself in your most honest and authentic way, today and always. Some may enjoy the vibrations of the color of a sky blue. Bringing in those rays into the seat of expression. Strengthening and intensifying your color for your fifth energy center today, and perhaps welcoming or inviting in a golden ray of divine light, inviting in inspiration, exclamation, integration. Purifying, tonifying your seat of communication. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, allowing your heart and your body to relax. And exhale. Raising your attention now back into that area of the third eye, the Ajna chakra, that sixth energy center, the place where that still small voice resides. Finding a color that serves you in this moment to resonate with. Find those frequencies invited in. Some may enjoy the feeling of indigo, the color of a midnight sky. welcoming in these frequencies. Allowing them to gently build and grow and expand. Welcoming in now a golden hue of light, adding it to your color, your indigo or your color of choice, expanding it throughout your entire third eye area. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in quietly, relaxing the heart, relaxing the mind, relaxing the body. And exhale. Allowing your attention now to rise further up your head, arriving at your crown, the seventh energy center, your seventh chakra, the Sahasrara chakra, the 1,000-petal lotus that opens up as we connect with illumination and divine guidance. Divine presence, recognizing that presence is within us as well and honoring that sacred frequency, that sacred origin. Finding a color that feels good to you today, I encourage you to consider ushering in violet. A beautiful, soft purple violet color, hinting somewhere between a purple shade and an ultraviolet hue. There is something extra good, extra uplifting, extra magical about this color that you're bringing in. And whether you can fully see it or not, begin to feel its expression. Inviting in now a golden hue of light to connect and flow with the same beautiful violet color or whatever color you've chosen. Feeling that gold cleanse, purify, re-enliven, rebalance. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, allowing the body to relax, the heart to relax, the mind to settle. And finally, shift your attention just outside of your head to the 8th energy center that sits right above our head. You may even want to just gently place one of your hands, palm down, above your head and begin to feel into that space. You'll feel that point. Or just sense it. And as you sense it, begin to revisit each of your energy centers from sitting, from the perspective of this 8th energy center. Begin to connect to your 7th. Allow your attention to descend into the 6th, that 3rd eye center. Looking at the 6th and the 7th energy center from above, you're looking down into them. And then down into your 5th, in your throat. Witnessing how they harmonize, how all is connected. Seeing your 4th energy center, that beautiful sacred heart, resonating, vibrating, bringing life, thanking it, blessing your heart center. Allowing your attention, as you are still seated here, your perception rests in this 8th center above your head. You can witness your 3rd energy center in your solar plexus, moving down the body into the 2nd, around the navel. And then finally, perceiving as you sit in the 8th energy center, your 1st. Connecting, integrating, vibrating, flowing downwards and upwards simultaneously. Taking a deep breath in, hold that breath in, hold that breath. Relax the heart, relax the mind. Let it all go. Relax the body. And exhale. Gently beginning to return back to your system. Wiggle your fingers and your toes and your nose. Adjust your back. Just begin to come back into this space. And when you're ready, you can begin to rub your palms together, creating friction. And this friction is actually energy that will then, when it feels good to you, just drink in gently through your eyes. So we'll just gently bring them once you've generated enough energy in your own time, not my time, your time. Drink in this energy as we've cupped our palms over our eyes, bringing that in. You can even bring that to any point in your body that feels good right now. My heart feels especially good to connect with this little extra energy that I brought in. You could perhaps place it on your knee, any point that needs a little extra love. An angelic hug of sorts today. And if you really need to make sure you're back, just snap your fingers a couple of times. Come back into the space. It helps bring it back. Ooh, made my neck pop. Added bonus. It helps us to come back into this present time from these slightly higher dimensional vibrations that the bowls like to elevate us towards. I would love to hear how that was for you. Let me share with you what I experienced. It was really interesting from the very beginning, and especially throughout the work, both the preparatory and then even when I started listening to Raziel and bringing in those frequencies. very different experience than we've had with any of the other archangels, which was very interesting, exciting. So it felt very, what we were seeing was a strong need to get rid, a strong need to turn down the volume of sorts. And it was very interesting to me because volume today was kind of the theme of the day. Last week, we really had certain intervals and specific frequencies that the bowls really connected with and vibrated and brought to life. This week, it was all about the knob, literally turning down the volume or turning it up. You might have seen there was actually a time when I think I made a probably pretty funny looking face because out of nowhere, we were working in this 6 energy center and suddenly everything, and we started very quiet. Every time we went to the 6 energy center, everything was quiet, which we'll get to in a second. But then all of a sudden, the bowls, they literally turned it up to like 20. They weren't even at 10. They were at 20. It just out of nowhere. And I wasn't touching them. That's what was so amazing to me. It was incredible. There was actually a time, Jeremy, did you change the lights at all? No? Okay. Because there was a time with my eyes closed, I felt this light over here get significantly brighter to the point, honey, I thought Jeremy had changed the lights. I was like, okay. And I thought, well, maybe he didn't. I should ask. So it was all about the intensity today. It was all about connecting into quieting down the stuff, the junk, the, life things in our bodies, in our minds, in our hearts, so that we could better listen. And it makes sense. Raziel, the secrets of God, the angel of secrets, the angel of mysteries. Sometimes we have to be very still in order to solve a mystery, right? To expand, to feel into something greater. And that's what happened so much today. And we really focused. We focused on our 6. And remember at the intro, whenever we were looking at our 2nd, well, the 2nd and the 6 are directly correlated. And there was a lot of stuckness. I could feel a lot of heaviness in the 2nd. And I was very much guided to help us connect and release that physical heaviness so that we could come into a lighter, less dense spiritual place and perhaps hear a little bit more clearly. I thought that was kind of neat. There was one other thing that I thought was really interesting, but it's slipping my mind right now. So if it needs to come back, it will. But let's hear how it was for you. I'm so excited to hear. Hi, Julia. It's good to be here with you too. I'm so glad you're here. Yay. Anne-Marie. Yes. Anne-Marie, I'm glad you're here too. Thanks for letting me catch up on the comments. Hi, Yvonne. Oh, good to see you. I love you. I hope you are doing well. Beautiful way to begin your day. Yay. You're grateful. And for the beautiful sounds, I'm grateful for you too, my friend. I love you. Oh, Anne-Marie. Hi, Charlene. You found it difficult to relax today with the music. Yeah, the colors. The red seemed to work better for me in the belly. Yeah, interesting. Let's talk about that. You liked the gold. Good. Yeah, the gold's really powerful. If there's ever a time that you need to readjust quickly, you need to shift, move, come back into balance, recenter. Gold is a great place from which to begin. It has all of the curative properties that one could energetically need, all rolled up into a juicy goodness. I shouldn't say all curative, but a lot of really good curative properties. So I'm glad you like the gold. Another color did not come to me. That's fine. Absolutely. This is your practice. I'm glad that you were able to connect to something that did. That's important. Also, your son suffers with chronic migraine and found the sound painful. Does that mean he should not listen? Thank you so much. It was different, but it was different and unusual, but educational. Yes. And every session is different. So that's really interesting because today we really focused on the head. We really focused. The energies were really connected and intense to the intensity towards the head. I was just where I was led. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Normally, when I've been listening to the archangels, as we've done in the past, I hear where the music will go. Today, I saw it. It was a totally different experience. It literally was almost like there was a finger that pointed to a bowl to play next. was really interesting. And sometimes you saw, I was like, oh, it's going to be that bowl. And the finger like, nope, it's this bowl. So it was a totally different, very specific type of patterning that came up. So it's interesting to hear how it was manifesting for you physically. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes we have so much alternate frequencies in our space. It's neither good nor bad. It just is, right? We have alternating and alternate type of frequencies, different frequencies, that sometimes we're not in the right place or in an accessible place to accept other frequencies. That's neither here nor there. I always encourage people when it comes to the physical sensation, listen to the point of comfort. There sometimes will be a point where there is a little bit of discomfort because you're actually moving. Your body can readjust, but never listen to the point of pain. Pain is indicative of something much bigger going on. Sometimes you don't need those frequencies right now for that reason, for in that moment, for whatever reason. And that reason sometimes you may know on a very deep level and you may not. And that's okay. You don't have to have the answers. We just have to ask and follow our deeper intuition. So thank you for asking that. I appreciate that. And it's interesting because there was more of a, when you said it was difficult to relax today, it was not a relaxing energy. It was a very, kind of I almost liken it to, for some reason, I just have this vision of some of the early on school days at Hogwarts and Harry Potter, where the kids were, they were kind of snapping in. They were still trying to understand the structure of what was going on around them. And they're in this magical place, but they're still finding their specific resonance in that space. That kind of was the feeling today, where there was this, okay, let's turn down our volume so we can understand what's going on around us on a greater level. And if we go back to the notes that we connected with at the beginning, the idea that Raziel connects us to these magical, mystical secrets of the divine, they're secret for a reason. There's a sacredness to this greater knowledge. And sometimes we have to arrive to a point where we can connect with that in our perfect time. And you know what? Just because something was uncomfortable today doesn't mean you weren't connecting to it. So there's a lot of reasons that all of this could be happening. I feel like I'm actually talking to multiple people right now as well, too, with some of those comments. So I hope that was helpful. And thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate that. And we're sending our love and our healing vibes and prayers for your son. Migraines are no fun. So, hi, Rachel. I'm glad you're here. Violet, yay. Love your violet heart. Stephanie, when we're picking our colors, should be focusing on the colors traditionally related to the chakra we are on. Even though I know the colors for the chakras, when I hear you say pick a color, any color, or pick a color that brings you joy, I am way off on a totally different color than what you come in or gently suggest or guide us to. Great question. So color carries frequency. Frequency has resonance. Resonance we connect to and we can vibrate with. Literally, it's the meaning of resonance, right? So we can pick the colors that are most commonly associated with each chakra. So without going too deeply into the science behind it, there is a difference between the shade of a color, a color and a hue. And there is an indirect correlation. So sometimes people were like, well, you're saying bring red into the first chakra, but I actually feel green. Well, it's all connected. And there's different experiences you can have. So rather than in the middle of the meditation, start explaining the science, sometimes people will experience different colors and different shades. It doesn't mean that they're not experiencing the truth of the similar frequency of the chakra. They're just experiencing it from a different angle. It's like, how do you perceive my ring? You would describe this and I would describe this. Not the best example in the world because it's the same all the way around. But maybe this ring that has a split on one side but not on the other would be a better example. Another instance too to consider is that because each color carries its own frequency, sometimes we need a different frequency to fill in the space. So all colors work together. They're all harmonics that gel, that move, that create congruency within our own in our own bodies. So that's why I also give the permission and the freedom, because sometimes folks need to step outside and you're like, you know what? Rose gold feels most excellent to me today. And to that I say, high five, go for it. So I encourage you, if something needs to be specific because of an exercise, I will indicate that. And try to give at least a gentle nudge as to, okay, let's do this because, as opposed to allowing the freedom. But, this is y'all know I love Archangel Michael, right? This is a very Michaelic energy. It's all about freedom. This is your choice. This is your journey. Allow the bowls to minister, to bless you, to bring you what you need in each moment. That's why I do that. Thanks for asking. What a great question. Audrey, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm glad you were here. Ruth Ann, yay. Thank you very much. Thank you, my friend. Anne Marie, I'm happy to help with the bit. Oh, Jeremy, did you ask? Oh, that's yay. Thank you so much. What a blessing that would be. I appreciate that. Anne Marie, you said that purple worked in your third eye. Yeah. There's lots of great frequencies up in here that can feel really snazzy. Thank you so much. You could not settle today. Yeah. It did. It always kind of felt like there was a little bit of I won't say on edge. That might be the shadow side of what I'm trying to say, but that kind of like, and not anticipatory because we weren't sitting in front of the beat, but just this sort of, I'm sitting up at attention, which is a little different than that laid back kind of vibe. But we were connecting with Raziel. And according to rabbinic lore, he stands so closely to the throne of the divine, he can hear the secrets of heaven and earth. That's pretty powerful. So maybe that's why we were all kind of sitting erect. Or at least me. At least I was. Julia, that was the best ever. I love it. Julia loves secrets. She loves the mysterious. That's wonderful. I love it. Yeah. And it's so funny, of how these things hit us. It hits us so differently. No two sessions are ever alike. Maria, you listened with headphones today and you thought it was amazing. Oh, I'm so, and your smiley heart, smiley starry eyes. That's awesome. Yeah, it totally changes the vibration and how we're able to assimilate. I'll be curious if you were able to pick up some of the binaural beating. There wasn't a ton of it today because there was a really strong tendency towards these open intervals that were a little bit more spread apart. So I'm not sure how it would have, in the room, there was a lot of binaural, it was more like a sound wave, but it was less of a beating because we weren't too close frequency-wise. And that's usually where those binaural beats will really pick up. We were kind of sitting in these really open octave and major seventh sorts of spaces. So I'd be curious. Glad that you're able to try that. Hey, City. Oh, it was beautiful. Good. And you're most welcome. Tea Lady Nat. You said hi to Tea Lady Nat. I didn't get to see her. Hi, Tea Lady Nat. Kristen, the last part of visualizing the energy centers from the top down was different and challenging for me. Yes. So just throw it in. We'll talk about it in a second. That's awesome. Nice to try something different. Yeah. So there's a really beautiful energy practice that allows us to witness, to observe the observer, to witness the witnesser. And for me, in my own personal practice, I have found that whenever I could get really, I don't want to say good, because do you ever get good? It's like proficient, comfortable. There we go. When I get really comfortable with being able to know that I am the observer, I'm observing this. But really, what happens if I step out and I turn around and I start observing myself? Can I see myself speaking right now? Can I see that where my eyes, where my gaze is? Can I see that truly in my mind's eye? It's a great exercise to try. You may just want to play around with it in your own free time. So whenever we sit on top, it's the same principle. When we sit above and look down, one of the things I was trying, wasn't trying, but it felt as though it would be a positive thing for us to do, was to maintain this space that we've created. Listen, we can only put so many secrets in whatever size container we show up with, so that if we've opened everything and we can really maintain that openness of the structure of the top and the grounded foundation of the bottom, we have a much larger container in which to assimilate this new illumination. That's really what it felt like was happening. And you're right, Kristen, we've never done that before. It just kind of happened. So that is the principle, observing the observer, witnessing the witness. And by doing so, of keeping that space, that container open so that you can move a little more freely in that. So high five to you all for trying that. Thank you for going with the flow with me on that one. That was interesting one to try. Maybe we'll try some other practices here coming up too that might help make that a little bit even more visceral within our system. But a lot of it is just practice, like anything good in life. Thanks for sharing that, Kristen. I appreciate it. Jane, thank you. Yay. And all of our autumn leaves. Yes, Jane, I'd love to. I don't know if you were here when I was saying that the fall equinox, we have one of those fall equinox videos up for you because we won't be here to do a live for you. I'm so disappointed on the fall equinox. Y'all know I love my equinoxes and solstices. So it is up for you on our YouTube channel. And if you're on YouTube, hi B, hi Felicity. I'm so glad that you are over on, that you said hello, popped in on YouTube as well, and all of our other viewers as well too. Not everybody said hello in the chat, but hi, I see you. I'm glad you're here. So if you're on YouTube, you can actually find that video directly under our videos on the YouTube channel. If you're on Insight Timer, where all of our other chats are going on too, you can pop up to our teachers page and go to our website. The website will direct you to our YouTube channel, and you can find us from there, and just fall equinox, Charlene, crystal bowls, done, boom. So that's very exciting. Thank you, Jane. Jane with a Y. Deborah, your hands wanted to move a lot. Interesting. You might have been turning on some healing coming out of those hands. I love that. It'd be interesting if you were moving it over your body or where. Beth, Jeremy, it's so nice how you support your wife in her endeavor. Isn't he the most precious man ever? And thank you so much, too. I think what was going on is that someone was saying that they would do a video testimonial. Is that what they were doing? Awesome. Thank you, Jeremy, for asking that. And for any of those of you who are interested in doing that, that absolutely would be an incredible blessing to us. We're actually putting together another project that I'm really excited to share with you about. And some of those things would be very, very, very helpful. So if you can do that, drop us an email. That'd be so great. Yeah, and Beth, I am very blessed to be married to such a wonderful man. Gloria, you felt the head too a lot today. Yep, a lot of that upper head stuff going on. I surmised that it's the function of connecting to those secrets. Again, there's no preconceived notion from my end when I come in. My job is to come in, ground, stay present, and listen. So I guess that's what we needed today. It's interesting. And you know what? I actually didn't look at the stars today. I didn't look at what was happening in the heavens above us today. So I'd be curious as to if there are some other things that were really augmenting that energy. And probably knowing this, how I scheduled this, there probably are. So there we go. Yes. I love you, Jeremy. Kristen, yes, there was much more active work today than relaxing. Yeah. I was like, oh, this will probably be really relaxing. I was totally off base on that. So you're right. You were right. Anne Marie, thank you. I really value your comments. Oh, it's my pleasure. My pleasure. I value you being here. It's always good to connect. Stephanie, thanks for the explanation. Of course. Of course. And you know what? That's one perspective. That is one perspective of how many. Find the information that works best for you. Well, always, and my motto is I want to find the information that works best for me while always continuing to expand and listening to other perspectives, because often there's beautiful nuggets and jewels that come to me, either in agreeance with whatever is being presented, or sometimes I'm able to see something differently that brings me to a different conclusion. So maybe there's something to that open container that we were talking about with connecting with the eighth and looking down. Kristen, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. Thank you. Is it Rahel? Rahel, thank you so much for your donation. I had to ask because the print's tiny, and I just wanted to make sure it wasn't Rachel. So whether it's Rachel or Rahel, thank you. Rahel, Jeremy's thumbs upping me on that one. Thank you. I appreciate your kindness. Deborah, thank you. It's my pleasure. Rahel, yes, I did it right. Woohoo! Oh my goodness, friends, it's so good to be with you. And today, thanks for for going a little long with us in this session. That was really beautiful. It's interesting to see how the archangels show up, and their energy is, I'm learning, very, 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 very unique and different and not alike. So who knows what will happen next week when we're back. Next week, I believe it's Friday, September 20. It is Friday because it's September 29th, which is Michaelmas, or the Feast of St. Michael, which is also the Feast of the Angels. So it's Mac Daddy Archangelic Week next week, right? Am I right? I am right. Yes. So we are going to be tuning in to Michael, or Michael, Archangel Michael. And y'all know how much I love him. He's kind of the archangel of our family. And I'll be excited to listen to him with you and through the bowls. I will warn you, one great thing about Michael is that he is the strong silent type. And when he walks in the room, you know he's there. You know he's there before he even gets there. But he's usually a man of few words. But in many sacred scriptures, he is the only angel that could open the gates of heaven. So whenever everybody else, imagine this heavenly celestial scene, right? Everybody's standing around outside the gates of heaven. You're like, and then all of a sudden they hear this massive, it sounds like that of a combination of a roar of a lion and a horn, almost to the point that it's deafening. And it's Michael saying, open the gates of heaven. Shows up. Again, man of few words. Gates of heaven blow open, but when he's there, you know he's there. So let's see what happens next week. No idea what to expect. All we can do is show up and be present. So my prayer for you today and the rest of your week and into this weekend is for you to find your presence in every moment of every situation and know how loved you are. You are so loved, not only by me, but by many, many others. Even when we don't feel love, remember that you are. Allow yourself to stay open, that open vessel, that open container, filled with discernment, so that we can unravel and illuminate the magical mysteries of the divine out there and the divine in here. Until we meet again, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your love. Jennifer, thank you for your donation. Stephanie, you cannot wait. Yes, you love these sessions. I do too. They are so much fun. And we've got some more really cool sessions coming up too that I'm excited to share. So until we meet again, my friends, from my heart to yours, may you be blessed, filled with joy, and may all the divine secrets of the universe unfold perfectly at the right time, just for you. I love you. I'll see you soon. Be well. Sat Nam.